Generally, whenever we think of Rama or Ramayana, we generally come across this question and crack our head by not understanding clear questions. So let us start with this question, Prabhu, that how should we see Ramayana as a historical narrative, mythology, or what generally people call as a mythological story? What is the right perspective to see, Prabhu? Kindly enlighten us. Ramayana, generally we think as stories like that.
We should understand this word mythology first of all, before even understanding Rama. What is this word mythology and how is it originating? How is this word originating? This word mythology comes from the word myth. And as we all know, myth means some imaginary story, imaginary narrative. So that's how Ramayana and Mahabharata sometimes are understood as mythological events which actually didn't occur, is what is the hearsay. But if you see in all the established Vedic literatures and Vedic authorities, just like you have professors, you have scientists, you have subject matter experts, you have subject matter authorities whom generally we follow. In any field, be it engineering, be it science, be it space, we generally follow the established authorities or subject matter experts' opinion, isn't it? Just like we refer always to Einstein, Newton, when it comes to science and physics. We talk about, the laser beam invented by the laser scientists, so we take his reference.
Yes.
Like that, even in spiritual line, we have established authorities and subject matter experts, undebated, unparalleled authorities for centuries and centuries. So we have Narad Muni, Valmiki. So this Ramayana, as per them, is being referred as a Purana. What is Purana? Mythology we understood by definition. Then what is Purana? Actually, Purana is being translated as mythology. Referred as mythology by most people, 99% of the people. But Purana in Sanskrit language literally means ancient history. Puratanaha. Kannada, in even regional language we use that word. Even in Hindi we use that word. ये बहुत प्राचीन है, बहुत पुरान है. That means very old history, ancient history. So Puranas are actually ancient histories. And now you understand the word, what is history? History is nothing but past occurrences, but on record for future use. Correct? That's what is history. So Puranas are exactly that. Past instances which are recorded for future use and references. Just like, I remember I used to visit many bureaucratic offices. Just like deputy commissioner, if you take, I have been in quite a few cities in India, Mysore, Mangalore, Bangalore, and one or two more places in Karnataka. So I used to visit the deputy commissioner's office. And typically if you see in his personal chamber, there is one big wooden board will be there generally with lot of names of the earlier deputy commissioners and their period also. You might have seen, some of you might have seen. This is true even in corporations, big institutions. You go anywhere, the past chairmen, past presidents, from the inception it will be recorded. 1920, 1923, 1924, 1928, whenever the change had happened, the name of that authority, the president or the chairman, and which period he existed, and he was holding that seat of honor. Correct? Even the president of the country, prime minister of the country, if you see, go to Rashtrapati Bhavan, a big list of the past prime ministers, past presidents will be there. None of us were present that time, but we know by reference that they all had been the past prime ministers and presidents. And then if you want more detail, because today by the benefit of Google, you can get to know the history of so many things just by one click. Otherwise, you may have to refer some records, some books kept in those particular offices. Even lands, for that matter. We have the Tahsildar's office, we have the village accountant's office. The records are kept there. 50 years, 100 years, 200 years old records are there. I have a personal experience of all these things. So, just because 1920 somebody was the president or a chairman of a company or a prime minister, like Jamshedji Tata, who established Tatas, right? I'm sure none of you were present
We have
during his
not
time.
seen Prabhu.
Huh?
We don't have any experience.
Yes. None of us sitting here were present during that time when Jamshedji established Tatas. So does it mean, are you going to accept it or not? So the very fact that it is continuing, carried forward by the generations, it's a testimony. Ratan Tata is there. He himself is a testimony to Jamshedji's company. Living testimony. Right? So, like that, Purana means ancient history. That Rama existed is history, not mythology. Rama existed is history. Lord Krishna existed is history, not mythology. History means something which is real. Just like your great-grandfather or great-great-grandfather, their existence today is a history for you. Even your own family, your own lineage, it's a history. Probably there is a good possibility that most of us wouldn't have seen even our own grandfathers. That doesn't mean that they were not there. Very proof I am there means that my lineage had been there. There were my past descendants. So like that, Rama existed. There are many proofs are there. Living proofs are also there of Rama's existence, and it is recorded, well recorded in all the scriptures. Just like we have village accountants reference, we have in the DC office and the records in the DC office and the Prime Minister's office. Like that, we also have records. And another important thing which may come to people's mind is, it is hard to believe, Prabhu. These facts are hard to believe, you may say. Prabhu, it's 100 years, 200, 500 years, we understand. 1,000 years, we understand. We are talking about 13 lakh years, 1.3 million years back. Is it possible? You'll be surprised to know. There are many, if you read the Ramayana, many proofs are there today. Ayodhya itself is a standing testimony.
Like the places we visit and...
yes, recently Ayodhya
Yes.
Ayodhya, Lord Rama was inaugurated by none other than the Honorable Prime Minister. And the who's who also attended, and they endorsed, they accepted also.
Yes.
So, Rama's own birthplace is there as a testimony of his place of origin, birth of origin. Just like I say, although I was born from Chennai, my roots are from Andhra. Then if you go on trekking back, you will get to know how my roots are from Andhra. But I'm born and brought up in Chennai. Then I came to Bangalore. Then I moved to Mysore. So how many places I have changed? But if you track my history with records, you will get.
Yes.
So, Ayodhya is one place. Then Hanumanji is also living testimonial. He is still living. He will continue to live till the end of Kali Yuga. He is called a Chiranjeevi. There are about 7 Chiranjeevis. He is one of them, they say. Hanuman was blessed with that lifespan by Lord Rama. So he is also a living testimony of Lord Rama's avatar or incarnation. And that Ramayana did happen.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, thank you so much, Prabhu, for
So,
at least.
1 minute. So therefore, in Purana what happens, the difficulty here is such old record, such old history. Yes, that is the difference between modern history and ancient history. And the difference between modern historians versus Valmiki or Shukadev Goswami or Vedavyas. They are also historians. And more than historians, they were great devotees of the Lord. They can narrate histories of not only our country, our state, or this world. They can narrate histories of even other planets, of this universe, of other universes. That is Purana. So Purana has references from not only our country or our earth, even other planets, other universes, not only our present time frame, which we can comprehend, it also has records of histories for even millions of years back. That is the standard of Purana. That old they are and that much authentic they are.
Yes.
And how much authentic they are, if you want to know, just like in the court of law, if you see, to validate the Purana, I'm giving a contemporary example for us. In a court of law, sometimes a lawyer, to prove his case, he may quote either another senior counsel or another judgment of another court. And that is valid. And that is taken. And if it is a high court or a supreme court or a senior counsel, it is taken very seriously. And if the lawyer quotes those references, giving the documents necessary, it will be adding to his argument. It will give strength to his argument. So the lawyer will say, in 1965, my lord, in Allahabad, the High Court judge, in a similar case like this, has given this judgment. Therefore, my lord, I also plead that you kindly consider this judgment, which was declared as early as 1965. And today it is 2004. So you can kindly consider. Let that he'll present those documents. Exactly like that. These are, Puranas are case histories. Case histories. They're recorded for future use. That's what I began by telling. So we can refer them and substantiate.
Thank you so much, Prabhu. By the way, with this clarity, we could able to at least understand that the difference between mythology and, by the way, you quoted ancient history and modern history. This clarity is, by the way, this leads to one of the most discussed topic, Prabhu. By the way, all of us who are sitting here definitely, came across this particular topic and somehow given a thought of what it is, how it could be. These thoughts crossed our mind. And this question might have came to you also, Prabhu, many times. So I would like to ask this next question. So was Rama right to send Sita away even after she passed the Agni Pariksha by listening to someone else? This is one of the most asked questions, Prabhu.
Yeah. Why did Rama send away Sita from his kingdom to the forest?
Yes.
Is that the question?
Yes, Prabhu. Even after she passing Agni Pariksha, what? Just by listening to someone else, how?
Okay. So there were, totally Sita was sent away by Rama 3 times. We will not go into all the details now, but connected to this particular question, the first time when Lord Rama sent Sita away from his association was soon after Rama conquered Ravana, he became victorious over Ravana. After killing Ravana in the battle, Rama was preparing himself to go back to his kingdom in Ayodhya. So he was still in Lanka that time, and everyone was very happy about Rama's victory. So Rama sent a word to get Mother Sita, and that time Sita was not aware of the events of Rama's victory actually. Still she is in Ashokavana. Ravana is being killed, and his sons also were killed, but Sita is not at all aware of anything. So then Rama sends Hanuman to inform Mother Sita, and then Hanuman narrates all the instances leading to Rama's victory, and Mother Sita was very, very happy. So then Hanuman says that Lord Rama wants you to, meet him, and then he would take you back to Ayodhya. Then anyway, so she agrees to join Rama. At that time, when she first comes in front of Rama, in the presence of Rama, after 1 year of being captive under Ravana, she was in Ashokavana in Lanka under Ravana's captive for about almost a year. So when on the request of Rama, only Mother Sita comes. Yet when Mother Sita comes, Rama puts his head down. So Mother Sita was surprised. Why is Rama putting his head down? So then Rama says, actually, you had been handled by Ravan, a monster, a wicked-minded person, a demoniac-natured person, a lusty person. So how am I to believe that you are still pure and chaste? So Sita was horrified by this apprehension raised by Rama. And she was even more surprised that how is it that Rama is bringing up this point? So, actually, Valmiki says, the author of Ramayana, because Lord Ramachandra wanted to ensure Mother Sita's chastity and declare her chastity to the world. And he also does not want any kind of ill reputation for himself, because he is playing the role of an emperor. Imagine if a leader has got a bad name, then what example he is setting to the common man. And his wife is in somebody's place. Naturally, doubts may come. So, it is said that even gods may doubt. God means demigods in heaven, devatas in heaven. So that is why sometimes it is said, infamy is not very much appreciated even by godly minded persons. The same thing is discussed in Bhagavad Gita. Krishna says to Arjuna, infamy is worse than death. Akirti karam Arjuna in the 2nd chapter. Akirti karam Arjuna. So Arjuna, you have to fight the battle. Otherwise, you are thinking you are leaving the battle out of compassion, compassionate grounds, thinking your own relatives, your own friends, your own blood relations, your own brothers, teachers, and gurus. How can you fight with them? Yes, that is your consideration. And after all, for property and sovereignty, after all, sovereignty is temporary. The positions what one enjoys is temporary. Why risk life by committing sinful activity of killing one's own relatives and respectable persons and worshipable persons? Then Krishna said, but that is not the way how your enemies will look at. They will think you were afraid, you were covered, so you left the battle. They'll not appreciate your magnanimity. Furthermore, it's a duty of a Kshatriya, when called for fight, you must fight. Furthermore, it is your right to rule the citizens because you are a Kshatriya. You are not a Brahmana. So Kshatriyas have to live by ruling. And they require kingdom for that. So without which they cannot exist. They have no occupation. That is their occupation. To rule, to govern, to administer, and then to execute their duty in this way. So that is being disturbed. So like that then, anyway, having understood Krishna's purpose, Arjuna agrees to fight. So like that we see here, for Rama, or for a Kshatriya for that matter, for a leader, reputation is very important. Reputation means not for the sake of false pride, because he should set the highest standards for his followers and dependents. That is why. So, that is why it is said, the family comes after the nation. This is an established and accepted principle even today. The nation comes first, family second. Even today, this rule holds good.
Yes.
There is Raja Dharma, there is Pati Dharma. Depends on what hat you are wearing. You have to act accordingly. If I am wearing the hat of a king or an emperor, then my decisions are different. If I am wearing the hat of a family man or a husband, then the rules and policies and standards are different. It's not the same.
So are we right in understanding, Prabhu, that...
in the case of Rama, for him, being an emperor, he has to set the highest moral standards. Otherwise, so some people were commenting. Actually, Lord Rama, when, this is the first time I am saying, so Rama could foresee, even before going to Ayodhya, he testified Mother Sita. So that is why he made this statement, I am not sure whether you are pure enough. You stayed at somebody's home, that too an enemy's home, and a wicked-minded, lusty person. How am I sure that you are still pure enough? Then Mother Sita said, if that is so, then please set a pyre. I will immediately enter the fire. And she says in the assembly, open assembly, Vibhishana's assembly in Lanka, she says, may the fire god protect me and save me if I had been chaste enough to Lord Rama. May the fire god protect me if I had all the while thinking of Rama and Rama alone and nobody else.
Oh, this
May the
happened
fire
in
god
Lanka
protect
only.
me.
This happened in Lanka only.
Yes. So she made this statement. And then she enters fire. And then she comes out of the fire. The fire god brings Sita out of the fire and testifies Sita's purity and chastity. So Rama is happy. It is not that Lord Rama was doubting, but he was playing a certain role as a king, as an emperor. So that is why. So then anyway, so he has testified in front of many devatas actually at that time. Because upon Rama's victory, Brahma, Shiva, many devatas came to Lanka actually.
Okay.
Even Dashrath Maharaj came.
Oh.
Although he passed away, but he comes. Having a celestial body. He was living with Indra that time.
Oh.
So after he passed away, he went to Indralok and was living with Indra. So he comes down to greet Rama upon his victory. Anyway, so then he comes down and then he also wishes Rama. So after that they march towards Ayodhya. Then after reaching Ayodhya, 2 years Rama rules and everything was going all fine, all perfect. Citizens were very happy. Then one day Rama asks his chief minister, Bhadra, about what people are talking about him, Rama, and about his ruling. What are the people's talks?
Okay.
He wanted to hear. So then Bhadra goes around the city. disguising himself, not as a chief minister, disguising himself as an ordinary citizen, walking around the different lanes and streets. And then he gets to hear some few, not all citizens of Ayodhya, some few of the Ayodhya citizens talking like this. One particular instance, first of all, Bhadra began by, after visiting, then he comes back and reports to Rama. Then first he began with a very good report. People are very happy to see you as the king. Then Lord Rama says, is there anything else other than good news? Please feel frank to express the views. It's not that you have to share only the good things. Don't hesitate to share if there is anything contrary to something good about my ruling and even about myself. Don't hesitate, O Bhadra. So upon being prompted and encouraged by Lord Rama himself, Bhadra very hesitantly, with his head down, he says, my lord, but there is some issue. Lord Rama said, really? Okay, please go ahead. He was hesitating. Still Lord Rama encouraged him. So he went ahead. He said, some of the citizens were discussing like this. He's saying, one conversation he narrated. One man, he was talking to his wife. You think I'm like Lord Rama, going to admit you to my house? Having gone to somebody's house? Don't think that I'm like Lord Rama, who admitted his wife. Even though his wife was under the shelter of a demonic person. I'm not a henpecked husband or an unprincipled husband that you can sleep with anybody and still come to me again.
Yeah, one citizen makes a comment like
One citizen makes a comment.
okay.
And Bhadra overheard that conversation. And then he also justified his point. He said, I am not going to be like Lord Rama because if I admit you today, I am sending a wrong example as a husband. That my wife can do anything and it is okay. I don't have to worry about my wife's purity and chastity. It is okay. This is what I'll be communicating. It is unsaid. Unspoken words. Just by admitting you, I'll be doing a non-verbal communication to the other husbands. So Lord Rama being the king, how did he admit Sita? He is setting a wrong example to all the husbands and the future generations. Like that he made a point. He had a point. So Bhadram made this point. So Lord Rama said, yes, it is actually right. Krishna also says in Bhagavad Gita, Yad yad acharati shreshtaha tat tat evetoro janaha. Whatever a great man does by his exemplary act, all the common people follow. But if it is not exemplary, then he is setting a wrong example for thousands to follow. A wrong leader, a wrong standard. So then he becomes responsible, directly or indirectly. So that is why Lord Rama said, actually, in order to protect my reputation, I don't mind even giving up my own brothers, my own life, my own kingdom and citizens. And what to speak of Sita? But for the sake of keeping that position of emperor pure. Caesar's wife should be above suspicion. You might have heard this
Yes, sir.
famous saying. Caesar's wife should be above suspicion. In leadership position, there should be no blemish,
Yes.
no taints. It sets a wrong example. No, he may not have done anything wrong, but even a smoke must not be there is the point here. See, Rama has not committed any wrong. Mother Sita has not committed any adultery, or her character is pure, impeachable. Yet, it has to be proved also for the sake of common people.
So context to set an example to the
Yes, to set an example to the public, to the world, and to every other common man, common family, common woman,
Yes, Prabhu. So thank you so much, Prabhu. By the way, with this we can able to understand that how an ideal leader Lord Ramachandra was.
So this is called Raja Dharma,
Right.
as opposed to Patni Dharma. As far as wife is concerned, it is not fair upon Rama to doubt her. He knows. But then now playing the role of a emperor of the world. And these are comments from the citizens. Not from his family, not from his quarters, not from his brothers. So he has to give an answer to them. Therefore, the Agni Pariksha was a necessity.
Yes, Prabhu.
And therefore, Lord Rama also had to,
Yes.
be separated from Mother Sita.
Thank you so much, Prabhu, for such a profound understanding on why it happened the way it happened. So it leads me to one more question, Prabhu, which is often most questioned about whenever we hear pastimes or stories about Ramachandra. The question is, did Rama follow dharma? Because you are telling that he is setting an example, he is the one who is to show the society how to run. But did Rama follow dharma when he killed Vali from behind?
Okay. I think the entire session is only controversial questions, I think. Okay. So as far as this Vali's episode is concerned, you see, why did Rama kill Vali? Hiding from behind. And why did he at all kill Vali? Rama, if he's a chivalrous king, he must have faced Vali face to face, right? When he faced Ravana, why he didn't face Vali? Why should he kill him from behind? Logical question,
Yes.
right? So let's understand the history a little. First of all, why Lord Rama had to kill Vali? It was upon request of Vali's own brother, Sugreeva. Rama had no connection with Vali in that sense. So why should he kill Vali? This is what Vali also argues. Rama, why did you kill me? I have no enmity with you. I have some difference of opinion with my own brother. But why did you come in picture here? Actually, Vali makes this point when he is being shot by Rama's arrow. He was very upset, actually. Furthermore, you are a great king, noble king. What is this act of coward that you have released an arrow from behind? So this is not befitting your position as an emperor, as a great king. It is setting a wrong standard. Like that and all, Vali also argues after being struck by Rama's arrow. So let's understand why Rama had to kill Vali. So, as I said, it was upon Sugreeva's request. Sugreeva is one great devotee of Lord Rama, and he was the king of the Vanaras. Vanaras are one species,
In fact, today we
monkey-like
played that game,
species.
Prabhu. Just to, sorry for interrupting, Prabhu. Today our folks had played this game of crossing the ocean
Oh,
to
okay.
kill Ravana, like as Vanaras.
So that was Vanaras only who actually
They have built
helped Lord Rama.
They have built to kill.
Yes. So Vanaras are actually, they're like one specific species among the 84 lakh species who have human features and also monkey body. So Sugreeva was the king of the Vanara species. You can see he was the king of the Vanaras. And Hanumanji also was one of the citizens of Sugreeva. So Hanuman also accepted Sugreeva as his master and king.
Oh,
Yes. And we know who's Hanuman, so powerful, still so humble. He accepted Sugreeva's supremacy and kingship. So, once it so happened that Sugreeva and Vali were two brothers of their father. And when their father passed away, actually Vali naturally became the king of the Vanaras because Vali was elder brother. Sugreeva was younger brother.
Younger, okay.
So he was installed as the king actually of the Vanaras. Once what happened, there was one asura or a demon by name Mayavi. So there was a dispute over a woman between Vali and this Mayavi demon. And over that dispute eventually led to a fight, physical fight between both of them, Vali and Mayavi. So actually, Vali and Sugriva were very, very intimate and very understanding. And Sugriva had the highest respect for Vali, and Vali knew that. He had the highest respect for his elder brother. Elder brother is considered to be like one's father. And Sugriva treated Vali like that only. So anyway, so this dispute with Mayavi led to a physical fight and became very serious. And Vali and Sugriva together was fighting Mayavi. At a certain point, Mayavi ran away, escaped, and then he entered the earth. There was quite a big hole, and then he entered the earth and disappeared. But Vali was very angry, and he would not spare him. He wanted to pursue Mayavi. So he said, Sugriva, you stay back here, outside, and I would go and finish this Mayavi and come back. Till I return, please stay here. That was on the earth. And he went below the earth, searching after Mayavi. Then, finally, he finds out Mayavi. There's a big fight, and then he kills Mayavi.
Inside
So
the earth.
yes, inside the hole,
Okay.
deep in the earth's crust. There are so many unknown crusts and tunnels, actually, we don't know. Even now, we don't know. So, but 1 year passed, there was no sign. Almost about a year's time, suddenly, Sugriva observed some blood oozing out from the earth's crust. He thought, oh my God, so sad. My brother is slain. Alas, my brother is slain. He was very unhappy, very disturbed. Very, very disturbed.
Prabhu here, sorry to interrupt. Prabhu. Maybe other folks are also getting this question. I don't know. When you mentioned after 1 year it came, anta, is fight happening for that long or how, Prabhu?
Oh, good. Very good question. So what happened? Actually, this Mayavi escaped. So it took Vali almost a year to search him out. He was hiding in the tunnel.
Okay.
Suranga, what we say. All kings and emperors earlier had this. It's nothing new. Today we don't know. Today also sometimes in a crude way we have. You see the army, they will dig some earth and then go inside
Little bit they do.
and put up their machines and
Yes.
even they also hide. That's a little crude thing. But these are very sophisticated tunnels you can't find out. You go to Jaipur Palace even now. You go to any typical ancient palace of the kings. You can see lot of tunnels, lot of doors, lot of walls. You can't make out what is what actually. A wall will be a door leading to somewhere, but it will not be understood by anyone.
So it is to search that.
A floor will be a deep tunnel leading somewhere.
Okay.
And we have no such exposure anyway. But you can go to Jaipur even now, you can see such things. I personally visited about 4 or 5 years back. I went to Jaipur Palace and actually saw. I have only heard, even I have only heard, but I personally went and saw. It's very interesting. So, anyway, so that's how he took 1 year to search out and then finally kill him. So the blood was actually of Mayavis, not Valis. But Sugriva, could not understand. So he was very unhappy. Then he thought, okay, at least the demon should not escape. So he placed a boulder and closed up that hole.
Thinking that he should not.
Thinking
come.
that the demon
Mayavi
should not
should not
escape.
come.
Like that. Then he consulted his ministers. Now there is no king. No king means pandemonium, confusion.
Huh.
Lot of risk and lot of problems will come. So somebody has to take charge. So the ministers of the Vanara community, they proposed Sugriva to take the ruling, to become the king, to take the kingship. Upon their request only he becomes the king. For the request of the ministers of the Vanara community. So unwillingly he becomes the king, not happily. But that Vali does not know anyway. Then after 1 year, after having killed Mayavi, he wants to come out of that hole, but it is closed. So he's saying, oh, I have no way out now. Of course, Vali is very powerful. He had the strength of 10,000 elephants.
Oh.
So he just broke open, smashed the boulder with his fist and made it to pieces, and then he came out of the hole. And then when he came out, he saw Sugriva was supposed to be next to the hole. He is not there. Then he goes into the deep in the forest. He gets to see Sugriva has become the king of the Vanaras. He becomes very angry and upset. So then he has a big fight, very big physical fight with his brother.
Between both of them.
Yeah, both of them have a very big fight, and finally he throws Sugriva out because Vali is very powerful physically. So he throws him out. And then he also takes on Sugriva's wife.
He was not a devotee of Lord Rama, Prabhu. Vali was not a devotee of Lord Rama.
No.
Okay.
Sugriva was a devotee of Lord Rama, not Vali. So, then what happens? So like that, Sugriva was thrown out and Vali took over. And he could not do much. So that is how. Then Sugriva goes to a place called Rishyamukha mountain range. It is there in India even now.
Oh.
You can Google and see.
Okay.
Rishyamukha mountain ranges. It is very famous. All devotees of Rama know. It's a mountain, even now it is there. Okay. So then he goes and takes shelter in that region.
Because he could not fight his brother.
He could not fight with his brother, and then there's a risk of his life, so he just ran away from that place and then went to this mountainous region to save himself from his brother. So then, many years later, Lord Rama, when he was sent into exile, as we all know, the time after, in the middle of the exile period, as we all know, Mother Sita was kidnapped by Ravan. That's another big episode. We'll not get into the details now. And when she was kidnapped, Lord Rama was very concerned and very bereaved, very aggrieved. So he moves to find out Sita. And in his search for Sita, he comes across one demon by name Kabandha. He was actually a Gandharva. He was actually a godly person. But he was cursed to become a demon. That's another story there for that. So he was cursed to be a demon. And then the Papa Mochana, we say, relief from the curse of he becoming a demon would be from Lord Rama himself.
Okay.
After Lord Rama kills this demon Kabandha, he will regain his demigod form, divine form, as belonging to the heavenly planets.
Okay.
Because what happened, he once laughed at one great rishi by name Ashtavakra.
Oh.
As the very name indicates of this great rishi, his body is bent in 8 ways. And when he walks, he like kind of moves in 8 different peculiar ways. And seeing that,
He laughed.
this Kabandha, Gandharva, he was a Gandharva, he laughed. Naturally, you walk in a strange, peculiar way, you will laugh. But the rishi became very unhappy and upset. He cursed him. You become a demon. And he becomes Kabandha. And then he begs pardon. No, I'm extremely sorry. I didn't mean it. It was unintentional. Oh, my dear Rishi, please, I beg pardon. Please save me. Release me from the curse. Then he says, don't worry. When Lord Rama comes and personally kills you, he will liberate you also and he will revive your status. Don't worry. You will be blessed by Lord Rama. So they say also blessed him in that way. So that's how Rama comes across Kabandha, and Kabandha suggests that you make friendship with Sugriva
Oh, for
to
Rama
find
he
out
suggests.
where is Mother Sita, because Rama was in search of Mother Sita.
Okay.
He does not know the whereabouts of Sita. As we all know, Mother Sita wanted that golden deer, and she sends Lord Rama to fetch that golden deer. And then in between Ravana comes and then he kidnaps Mother Sita and takes her to the other part of the world.
So Rama met Sugriva because of that demon.
Because Kabandha tells that you meet Sugriva and then he will help you find out Sita.
Due to that, he searches
So he was searching for Sugriva.
Sugriva. Okay.
He was actually waiting to meet Sugriva. And it was a coincidence that when he comes to the Pampa river,
Pampa river. Okay.
he and Lakshmana, in the search of Mother Sita, they come to Pampa lake. Sorry, not river, Pampa lake. So they come to Pampa lake, and when they were walking towards the Pampa lake, suddenly Sugriva spots these two
Oh.
personalities.
In that mountain spot you told is a similar place. That
Yes,
spot.
in that region only. So then he doubts, oh, mostly Vali has sent a spy to kill me. To find me and kill me, not spare me. So he became very apprehensive and then he goes to Hanuman and says, you see, Vali has sent 2 persons to fetch me and kill me. He says, please go and check once. Then Hanuman goes to check these persons, investigate who these persons are. These 2 persons are. Hanuman could sense divinity in their presence. Immediately could sense they were divine personalities. And he didn't have any doubts. Even though Rama didn't tell who he is, there was no conversation between Hanuman and Rama and Lakshmana. There was no conversation. Just by looking at them, he could sense. And then he goes and informs Sugriva, 100% I can vouch, these persons don't look like spy from Vali. They look like divine persons. So there's nothing to worry. I felt a great sense of confidence and relief.
So through Hanuman he gets to know Prabhu.
He gets,
they are Rama and
yes,
Lakshmana. Okay.
yes. And then after that, Hanuman makes Rama and Lakshmana meet Sugriva.
So he
They both
expresses the
exchange their identities, Hanuman and Rama and Lakshmana, and then Hanuman introduces them to Sugriva. Then they both become friends. They seek each other mutual friendship because Rama wants to find Sita through the help of these Vanaras, because monkeys can go anywhere and everywhere easily. They can go tree to tree, forest to forest, like that. And Sugriva also wanted help of Lord Rama. He has heard of Lord Rama and his prowess. So he wanted Rama's help to kill his brother, Vali. So then he seeks help, and that's how they become friends. And upon Sugriva's request, Rama agrees to fight with Vali.
In the sense he
So
expresses
Rama
that
says
fight. Sugriva expresses to help him.
his desire and seeking Rama's help. Rama consented. So then Rama says, let's do like this. You first call upon Vali.
Okay.
And you begin the fight and we will do the needful. So then Sugriva goes to Vali's place, and he actually prods Vali, instigates Vali, and because of which Vali becomes agitated, and then he comes out, and then they have a big fight. And Vali thrashes Sugriva left and right. He becomes seriously wounded.
Okay.
Seriously wounded.
Sugriva became serious.
Sugriva becomes seriously wounded, and then he leaves that place and comes back to Rama. Then Vali, like a bhiksha we say, no? So he just says, okay, go away. So he just sends away Sugriva without killing him to the last point. So Sugriva, being very embarrassed, he comes back. And then he meets Rama and says, Rama, what happened? You said you will come and pitch in, and you didn't come only. So you didn't keep your word. You said you will come and help me out. You will fight Vali. You didn't come at all. Then Rama said, oh, I'm very sorry. Actually, what happened was, I was confused as to who is Vali among you. Because you both look similar.
Is it?
So I was confused whom to fight, whom to kill. I'm very sorry. So then, upon Rama's request, once again, Sugriva goes to fight. Sugriva says, oh, I can't go for fight once again. I'm so weak and impossible. Rama assures him, no, this time 100%. Now I got no. Who is Sugriva, who is Vali? There's no confusion. This time for sure I will come for your help and rescue. I will kill Vali. So second time again being encouraged by Rama, Sugriva again goes
to fight.
to Vali. Once again prods Vali and agitates him. That time Vali was with his wives actually. So then Vali once again comes out. He says, oh, not enough for you? You want one more big thrashing? That too in front of my wives? You want another thrashing? Aren't you shameful? So like that he also agitates Sugriva. Anyway, so Sugriva once again begins the fight, and they fight very severely, very seriously. And Lord Rama, from behind a tree, he actually shoots an arrow towards Vali. When the fight was going on between Vali and Sugriva. And Vali does not die, he becomes seriously wounded. The fire was burning like that. So then Vali became completely bewildered. Where did this arrow come from? Because he and Sugriva were fighting. Where is the arrow coming from? From which quarter it is coming? Then he could spot Rama. Oh Rama, what is this? This is not fair. How can you attack me like this? As I explained earlier. So then Rama says that you had erred in many fronts. You had not followed the principles of Dharma on many counts. Therefore, you have to meet your end in this way only. It is justified as per the Dharma Shastra. First of all, what was Lord Rama's reasoning? First of all, a younger brother is considered one's son. As per the Vedic understanding, elder brother is one's father and younger brother is considered one's son. So will you kill your son? Why did you attempt an attack on Sugriva? You should have treated him as your son, especially when your father is no more in the world. And what was Sugriva's mistake? He was not aware that you were still living, actually. Because he thought blood came. Now he explains. The blood came and he thought maybe Vali was killed. What can be done? So he consulted his ministers. Ministers told him you take up the kingship. Not out of greed. So he was unaware of your whereabouts. He thought actually you died. And Sugriva came to explain Vali everything. When Vali met Sugriva, Sugriva came to explain, but Vali was not willing to listen any explanation.
So after him becoming a king, he tried explaining why.
Yes, he tried explaining why he became the king and all these things. So he was not willing to hear any explanation from Sugriva. He just threw him out of the kingdom. And then he usurped his wife also. So Lord Rama said, that is the first mistake you did. Not treating your brother as your son. And then you took off Sugriva's wife. Like that. Then the third point Lord Rama made is, in the Vanara community, just like a hunter can hunt an animal even from hiding. It is not considered wrong. Unlike a Kshatriya. In a Kshatriya fight, what happens? You have to face each other. Kshatriya to Kshatriya, you have to face each other, not fight from behind. But when hunting an animal, you can hunt from behind. That is the law, established order of hunting. So Lord Rama said, you are a Vanara. Therefore I have hunted you, I have killed you from behind. As much as a hunter does to his prey.
This is new, Prabhu.
So it is justified. So then, having understood his mistakes, actually Vali apologizes and begs pardon, and then begs pardon even to Sugriva and even to Lord Rama. He says, yes, my lord, you are right. Actually, I should not have taken Sugriva's wife. I should have treated Sugriva as my son. I have defaulted on many fronts as far as Dharma is concerned. I agree, my destination. Then Lord Rama also said, everybody meet their own destination based on their past deeds. And you deserve it, Vali, like that he said. Don't worry. In this way, you will be purged of all your sins. So Vali also agrees that and bows down.
Yes, Prabhu. So, Prabhu, when we was hearing your answer, so this is leading to the upcoming question that I'm going to ask this in this conversation also. At the same time, we are able to see here that generally when we discuss this kind of argumentative questions, we consider both of them like Vali and Rama as two normal persons. And this person is wrong, that person is right, like that we discuss. But now one of the questions that generally we have and we get to ask here is, so if Lord Ramachandra is the supreme personality, he is instructing this is wrong, this is right, and he is humbly understanding, oh yes, this is wrong, yes, I could not have done. But generally when we think it's an argumentative question, he is also a normal person, one more normal person, why he is wrong, he is like that we think. So now you are in between also mentioned that he is Lord Ramachandra.
Yeah.
Generally we hear Ramachandra as one of the ideal king personality like that. So is he really God per se? And if so, what are the life lessons we can learn from the Rama's teachings which are relevant in our present times that we folks can apply in our lives?
Okay. So is Rama God or a historical person or just an ideal king of this earth planet? So we should understand from the declaration of the scriptures about Lord Rama's identity. So there are many references in the scriptures. In the Brahma Samhita, it is described Ramadi Murtishu Kala Niyamena Tishtan. Ramadi Murtishu Kala means, this is a Sanskrit verse, quoted by Lord Brahma personally. He is saying Lord Rama is one of the avatars of Vishnu. Kala. Kala means an expansion of Vishnu. So he is an incarnation of Vishnu. Then we see one more authority. Jayadeva Goswami, he also says, Vitarashi Dikshurane Dikpati Kamaniyam Dashamukha Mauli Balim Ramaniyam Keshavadrita Rama Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. It's a very famous Dashavatara Stotram by Jayadeva Goswami, which is sung all over India. It's very famous. So in this verse, he is saying, Keshavadrita Rama Sharira Jaya Jagadisha Hare. He is saying, O Lord Rama, O Lord Vishnu, Keshava, who assumed the form of Lord Rama, you have appeared to kill the 10-headed monster Ravana and set the highest principles of Dharma. So there also it is declared Lord Rama as an incarnation of Vishnu, who has come to set Dharma in the right place. As Krishna also says, Paritharanaya sadhuram vinashaya cha dushkritam dharma samstapana arthaya. The Lord has three purposes coming to this world: to protect the devotees and to vanquish the sinful people or the atheists or the wrongdoers, and also to protect Dharma. So therefore Lord Rama appeared to kill the demon Ravana and to give peace for the world, peace for the people, to experience peace by the citizens of this world. But so long demons are there, there is no peace. They're only concerned about their peace, not others' peace. Their prosperity, not others' prosperity. Their enjoyment, not others' enjoyment. But that's not the Lord's rule. This entire world is the kingdom of God. Everybody has the right to live and enjoy and experience peace. Not just one individual at the cost of others. So therefore Lord Rama had to come and kill this demon. So that is being described by Jayadeva Goswami also. Bhagavatam also declares, Shukadeva Goswami talks about it, about Lord Rama's incarnation in this world. So first of all, there is scriptural references about understanding and accepting Lord Rama as an avatar of Vishnu. That means to accept any human being as God, actually human being is not God. To accept any incarnation, scriptures must declare, testify. Otherwise we don't accept anybody as incarnation of God. Number one. Number two, by the activities which the incarnation performs, also one can know that somebody is God. By the activities.
One is scripture, one is the activities.
By his personal activities. So when we say God is omnipotent, by his omnipotent activities you can also recognize the position of God. Just like in the Bhagavatam itself it is described, Lord Rama, when he wanted to reclaim Mother Sita, he had to cross the Indian Ocean to go to the other side of the ocean, which was Lanka, to reclaim Mother Sita from Ravana's captivity. So then, the ocean was not giving way. Lord Rama's eyes became red hot and he glanced over the Indian Ocean and started boiling.
Oh, one glance.
The Indian Ocean started boiling.
With one glance.
One glance of Lord Rama.
Oh.
And Samudra Deva, just like we have waterways minister, right? We have inland water minister, like that we have, right? Like that. So the ocean's minister was Samudra Deva. So he came out on behalf of all the aquatics who were all boiling. The sharks, the fishes, the whales, they were all getting boiled in the hot waters of the ocean. So he came to Lord Rama and begged for safety, protection for his citizens in the aquatic world. Then Lord Rama said, I have to cross the ocean. So then Samudra Deva makes his way. So who can glance over an ocean or a water body and then cause it to boil? Just take a glass of water, let us see whether it will become hot water. Take plain water, whether you look at it, it will become hot water. So this is the Lord's omnipotency. Then the second act of Lord Rama, Srila Prabhupada quotes is the floating bridge, the famous floating bridge, as we all know. Okay. That Ram Setu, what we call the floating bridge. Very interesting. Lord Rama defied the principle of gravity by making stones float in the ocean. And they were pillarless. That was a pillarless bridge. A bridge without any pillar. Constructed by monkeys.
A civil engineer.
Not by structural engineers. No architect has designed this bridge. Nor monkeys sat for a design before making that bridge. They just threw at their will and choice. Just keep throwing stones, that's all. And those stones, actually they were big boulders. Of course, each monkey, based on his capacity, it had thrown different stones or boulders or pieces of rock, big to small, like that. And those stones are even today floating in the Indian Ocean. Defying the law of gravity. This is again to prove the principle of God, the power of God, the might of God. Proving Lord Rama is God. Because Lord Rama is God and he sets the principles of nature. Law of physics is nothing but God's own law. It is not Newton's law, by the way. Newton came just now, right? How can it be Newton's law of gravitation? He has named it after him. But actually it is Lord Rama's law of gravitation. Lord Rama wanted that the planets float in air, float in space. Lord Rama can make planets float in space. What is a small stone floating in water? What is the difficulty? Because somebody may think, Prabhu, is it true? Do you really believe? But you can see right in front of you. This earth, you are sitting right. Actually, this earth is floating in space. Again, define the law of gravity. What is your answer for that?
So, to this personality.
So, exactly as the planets are floating in space by the Lord's will, similarly by the Lord's will, if the Lord wants, law of gravity will work. If the Lord wants, law of gravity will not work. In this case, Prabhupada explains, the Lord decided, Law of gravity, please move away. Okay? Now it is my choice. So law of gravity didn't work. Not a sentiment, huh? You can go to Rameshwaram even now and see the stones floating. I personally vouch this because I went to Rameshwaram in 2002 or 3 when I was in Mysore for a pilgrimage to Rameshwaram. First time I went in my life. And I went to a nearby temple. I forget the name of the temple. And then there's a tank there. Big boulders
Huh.
are in that water tank. Then I went to the ocean also, personally, and saw that stones floating.
They are floating.
So, I am a science student, by the by. I am an engineering student, so I had my own doubts. So, I really, literally I am saying, I lifted the stone with my hand to check its viscosity or whatever way you want to call it. I really could not lift it. Personally. That stone was really heavy in the tank. I was surprised it is floating. This is the power of Lord Rama. He can defy the law of gravity at his will. So many mountains are also the earth is carrying. Again, these are all, very bewildering things. Mystical things, inconceivable things.
Yes, sir.
God can do anything. So like this, you can't, no scientist can explain this phenomenon. No engineer can explain this phenomenon. It still remains unanswered. Like there are many things in creation. The planets are all floating in space by the manipulation of air and wind. They're not falling down. This is another bewildering thing for the scientists. By the air pressure and the wind pressure and the dynamics of wind and air, they're all floating in space and revolving and rotating around their orbits. Who can do that? So, testifies God's position.
So from this personality, Prabhu, now if you would like to suggest for our folks, as in the question I asked, some top 2 important lessons that we can follow, what would it be, Prabhu?
Okay. There are some interesting things in Ramayana. Actually, there are many interesting lessons as in Ramayana. Maybe 1 or 2 to share and we will close. One instance I remember, very interesting instance. When Ravana was killed, Rama sent a word through Hanuman to Sita that Ravana is killed. Now she can be free from anxiety and she is very soon going to rejoin Rama. And Hanuman is supposed to carry that news to Sita, Mother Sita. So Hanuman meets Mother Sita and explains the whole sequence of events, what happened to leading of Rama's victory over Ravana. Mother Sita was overjoyed. And then Hanuman says, Lord Rama wants you to come at the earliest. He's feeling a lot of separation from you. Mother Sita is also very overjoyed. Then Rama said to Sita, Mother, one request I have before we leave to meet Rama. I think I should teach some lesson to these Rakshasis. When they tortured you so much, right? Let me have a little fun with them. I have to give them some lesson. At least some thrashing I should give them. Good thrashing. Otherwise I will not be satisfied. So please permit me. Then Mother Sita says, no, Hanuman, how can you do this? You just observe Hanuman. The Rakshas now in the Ashokavana. They are minding their own business. They're not even looking at me. They're minding their own business. That means, did you understand? It was because of their king's order, Ravana, they were torturing me. They were spotting me and eyeing on me. They're giving difficulty to me because of Ravana's order. Otherwise, you see now, they are minding their own business. So, we should not do any non-virtuous deed. And Mother Sita said, we should not return evil for an evil.
That our lesson is, Prabhu.
Don't return evil for an evil.
Evil for the evil, okay.
is a normal principle of dharma. Further, she said, everybody suffers their own past reactions. So, I think we should not disturb these Rakshasis. We should just move away from this place. So, we can learn. See how Mother Sita is so sober, so ideal, not agitated, very, thoughtful, very considerate, very kind, following the principles of dharma. Even though she is being agitated, disturbed, tortured, still she is saying, I have suffered. Why should I give that suffering to others? Because now I am in an advantageous position now. Should I take advantage and exploit? No. That's what a demonic person will do. He waits for they're called opportunists.
Opportunists.
They're called opportunists. Wait for the weak moment and, thrash down. That's what normal man does. But Sita is not a normal woman. She has a divine origin. So, this is one important lesson we learn.
Yes.
Then another interesting lesson we can learn is very interesting. When Rama banished Mother Sita to forest, to Valmiki's ashram, because Mother Sita also desired to go to Valmiki's ashram. He took advantage of this desire of Sita, and then without giving the reason, he sent off Sita to the forest through Lakshmana. Because that Bhadra gave that information to Lord Rama that some people are doubting about Mother Sita. Lord Rama was very pained, so he said, better she moves away from me, separates from me. But how can I tell her? So he was little hesitant. Then he says, Lakshmana, don't tell the truth. In fact, anyway, she decided to go to Valmiki's ashram. Taking that reason only, you send her off. Take her and leave her, and you just come away without informing her. Like that. Then she goes to forest and lives with Valmiki. Again she comes. Then again she was testified once again for her purity. So these are the standards set by ideal kings and ideal husbands. Anyway, so that time, Lord Brahma himself comes personally and says, Oh Lord Rama, don't you know your identity and Sita's identity? And your divine origins? So Lord Rama says, I only know my identity as the son of Dasharatha. That's all. If you know, please reveal. And he wants Brahma to reveal his identity. Although he could have told himself. Because he played the role of an ordinary king or an emperor, not as God. So therefore he wanted an authority to substantiate his position and identity. So therefore he requested Brahma to reveal his identity. Then Brahma, in the assembly of everyone, reveals Lord Rama's identity as Vishnu, who has come to set right dharma at the right time. So the point here is, so we therefore to recognize an incarnation, this is one more lesson. We just don't accept any ordinary human being of this world as God, unless it is confirmed by scriptures and spiritual authorities. You just don't accept anybody's incarnation. So even Lord Rama, to set this standard, followed the example of accepting an authority. And he wanted Brahma to declare that he is God. He didn't declare he is God. And after Brahma proclaimed, then he agreed, yes, I know, but I wanted you to explain my origin and Sita's identity. So that is another point we should note here.
Yes, Prabhu. Prabhu, by the way, in terms of questions, in the interest of time, we are about to complete this conversation that we are having. But we still had a lot of questions. Maybe some other time I would like to ask them, Prabhu, with you and take the clarity. But today you have definitely enlightened us and including me with all of our folks about how we should see Lord Rama and what lessons we can learn from him and the pastimes which happened and the most argumentative topics as Agni Pariksha's topic, as Vali, killing Vali from behind. So I thank you so much, Prabhu, on behalf of all the folks
Hare
for
Krishna.
dedicating your precious time to give your association.